Deacon later this morning at 7:10. Time check 6:28. This is Bill Wills. Sad morning around here. One of our family's been silenced. Our friend Chuck Collier suddenly passed away yesterday while visiting family in southern Ohio. I mention this to you this morning because you probably have heard his voice. Legendary part of the success of WGAR radio. His passion, his knowledge of music made him a natural middays on WMJI. Chuck's pipes, friendly style, work ethic took him from a small 500-watt AM radio station in the hills of southern Ohio to the #1 market in the country, WCBS FM, New York. Stops along the way in Cincinnati and Dayton. But Charlie, as he was known to many, married a girl from Parma, and this was home. Before the computer and endless music research, there was the music director in our business, and Chuck was one of the best. His ear for a hit helped make WGAR one of the top-rated stations in the country. His personality and love for people helped him forge relationships with the biggest and most successful acts in music. When the Stars came to play in Cleveland, they also came by to see Chuck. Faith, Tim, Brooks and Dunn, Leanne, Garth were all on a first-name basis with Chuck. When Keith Urban played the Q this summer, he also saw Chuck just as he did when he played the bars in the flats 20 years ago. They all knew if Chuck liked the record, it'd be played on one of the top stations in the country. I met Taylor Swift because of Chuck. Taylor's mom brought her here to see Chuck. I met Kenny Rogers one day in the hall. He said he just stopped by to see Chuck. Few of us in life get a chance to live out our dream and make a living doing something we love, but Chuck did just that. I first met Chuck Collier 30 years ago this past summer. He took time to come visit me when I was a kid in a control room between two turntables in a building under a tower. It's partly because of his encouragement. 30 years later, I find myself making this announcement this morning. Joni lost a husband, her best friend. Melanie and Jason lost a father, but we all lost a friend. Radio is so unique. You and I may never meet face to face, but I know you're there, and I appreciate you being there. We're all just friends. Sadly, yesterday we lost one. A friend down the dial.